I promised a Gen 4 logic puzzle. I said this would be the last one we did. And based off of the viewership on the channel lately, these don't do well, but I still stick with what I promised, and this is what I promised. So we're doing the Generation 4 Pokemon logic puzzle. I am terrified, but I'm going to try this in one try, and if I can't do it in one try, then I'm done. Most importantly, I switched it to practice mode because I don't want to have to start over because of timer. I just want to do it. I don't care about a timer. I just want to get it done. Let's go. All the Pokemon in Column 4 are normal type, including the legendary Titan in E4. Column 4, legendary Titan in E4. So that's Arceus, right? Right? Okay, so if it's not Arceus, it's another normal type legendary. Regigigas. It's Regigigas. Which, he is a Titan. I should have known that. That's my fault. All the Pokemon in Row D are cross-generational evolutions. The only fire type in this quiz are in D3 and E3. D3 is a cross-generational evolution, meaning it's Magmortar. E3 is also fire. That doesn't matter right now. The final evolutions of the 3 Sinnoh starters are in Row E. All Pokemon adjacent to me are the last in the 3-stage line. Okay. Hold on. The final evolutions of the 3 Sinnoh starters are all in Row E. And we know that E3 is a fire type, which means this should be Infernape. All Pokemon adjacent to me are the last in a 3-stage line. Okay, that makes sense. Now, this is Infernape. We know that for sure. The Pokemon in E2 is a water type, but it is not a steel type. The only mythical Pokemon is in Row A. Okay. E2 is a water type, but not a steel type. It is a water type that's not Empoleon. And it's the last in a 3-stage line. That is a pure water. That is all we know. We also know it's a cross-generational evolution. So what water type got an evolution in Gen 4? Any that we know of that got an evolution in Gen 4? And I will look this up. Because like at the end of the day, it's a logic puzzle. Find the way to get the answer. Don't stress like about stuff like that. I'll use my knowledge when I can, but at the end of the day, that makes sense. So let me just pull up a Sinnoh Pokedex. Pokemon Platinum Pokedex. And we need a water type that was a new evolution that was obtained in Pokemon Platinum. And I'll tell you right now, I don't remember one. So I'm quite interested in what this could be. And we're going to keep looking till we see a water type. And right now I don't see one. I'm still looking. Is it Mantike? No, because are the last in a 3-stage line. A 3-stage water. Yeah, it's not in here. Wait, no. There's more. 3-stage water. 3-stage water. 3-stage water. I'm being bamboozled. There's no 3-stage water that isn't Empoleon. But the Pokemon in E2... Oh, it's E2, my bad. That's for E2. So it doesn't have to be 3 stages. It can be a 2-stage water. It's E2, not D2. Meaning, what is adjacent on this? Adjacent does not include diagonals. Togekiss is considered a fairy type. Okay, that's important for later. So we know Togekiss is in this quiz somewhere, guys, just so we're aware. So I need a water type. The Pokemon in E2 is a water type, but it's not a steel type. The only mythical Pokemon in this quiz is in Row A. All the Pokemon in Row D are cross-generational. The only fire types in this quiz are in D3 and E3. And The final evolutions of the 3 Sinnoh starters are in row E. So this is not a Sinnoh starter in E2, but it is a water type. Meaning, one is here and one is here, but I don't know where they go yet. Okay. 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 All the Pokemon in column 4 are normal type. Meaning this is a 3-stage normal type. Is that Cleffa? No. It is Happiny, I think. No, it would be Blissey at that point, which wouldn't work. It's a 3-stage Pokemon. Is it Roserade? It's probably Roserade. No, it has to be a normal type. So I need a normal type 3-stage line. I need a normal type 3-stage line. A normal type 3-stage line in Sinnoh. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a specific trait evolution, right? All the Pokemon in Row D are cross-generational evolutions. Yes, they are. Okay. So it is a 3-stage normal type that got a new evolution that also has a pre-evolution already. That makes a huge difference because I can definitely find that. I can definitely find it. It's just going to take me a second. Normal type 3-stage. I mean, Happiny is the one, but I figured I'd have to do a Sinnoh Pokemon. That would make Blissey the answer, but it also could make Clefairy the answer. Well, it has to be a normal type. Clefairy is considered a fairy type, just like how they did that with Togekiss, which is also a 3-stage line. Oh, that's how I know for sure that's not Togekiss. Wow. Okay, so my best answer right now is Blissey. I'm going to keep looking, though. Yeah, I think it's Blissey. If they consider Togekiss a fairy, they consider Clefable a fairy. Clefable's just not in this quiz, or they would have brought it up. So I'm going to go with Blissey here. I also forgot to put it back in practice mode, so I guess we will be trying again. Oh, Blissey's not in the quiz. All right, well, does that mean it's Clefable then? No, Clefable's not in the quiz. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well. A 3-stage normal. Cross generational. Oh, it's Porygon. It's Porygon Z. Okay, boom. No problem, guys. No problem. It's Porygon Z. The 3 Sinnoh mascots are in row B. There are no Steel-type Pokemon in all of column 5. This is not Empoleon, which means this is Torterra. And that means that this... I'm not going to do that yet, but I think that means that's Empoleon because... the Pokemon in E2... Yeah, this is Empoleon. Okay. Great. Great. The 3 Sinnoh mascots are in row B. There are no Steel... Okay, so row B, all 3 are here. They're in here somewhere. One has to be a normal type, meaning it's here, here, or here. Let's do these. C4 is the only basic Pokemon in this quiz who has the ability to evolve. D2 is the only rock type in row D. It's a rock type that is a cross-generational evolution. So it's Rhyperior. The only water type Pokemon in this quiz are either in row E or column 5. Okay, so column 5 is going to have a water Pokemon, and we already got one here. All right. Except A1, all Pokemon in column 1 are Steel type. There are only 4 Steel types in this entire quiz. Okay. Don't know what that does for me right now. Bastiodon is in here somewhere, though. Definitely. Or Dialga's here. Ooh, this is Dialga. It has to be. It has to be Dialga. It doesn't mean for sure, though. I don't know if I could do that yet. I don't know if I could do it just yet. The only mythical Pokemon in this quiz is in row A. That's this way, though, so we're good. Okay. I think we say Dialga's here. I was right. Okay. That's why they gave you the clue. One of the Pokemon I'm adjacent to is a Psychic type. E2 does not have a secondary type and is the ace of Crasher Wake. Oh my gosh, Crasher Wake. I know his ace is... He's a water guy. So his ace is probably a Floatzel. Is it a Floatzel? E2 is a water type, but not a steel type. That has to be Floatzel. It is Floatzel, guys. I know the game. Yeah, it's Floatzel. There are no grass-type Pokemon in row A. The Pokemon in B3 lives in an alternate dimension. That is Giratina. B4 is the only Pokemon adjacent to me who doesn't share a type with me. Okay. Would that be Palkia? Palkia could be here as well. And then that could be... Well, no, that means this would have to share a type with them. Well, they're both dragon. So does that mean Palkia is here for sure? I'm going to wait on it, but I think that means Palkia is here for sure. Because because this is a dragon, so it would share a type with him. That confirms Palkia is here. No! Okay. Okay, I had to switch it to practice mode anyway, guys. I had to switch it to practice mode anyway. But the fact that that doesn't make any sense is what bothers me. But hey, we're doing really well right now, 11 minutes in. We're going to refresh, okay? We're going to come down here. We're going to put this thing in practice mode, and we're going to do this again, okay? Because we've been rolling, and I need to get this done. And I know I can get this done, so I will get this done. So we're going to get this done. All right, that's what we're here for. B4 is the only Pokemon adjacent to me who doesn't share a type with me. Interesting. I guess that confirms Palkia is here, because he can't be here, and he can't be here. We're going to wait, though. We're going to make sure. We're going to wait. Regigigas, Gigas, Torterra, and Infernape, and Floatzel, and Rhyperior. Okay. One of the Pokemon I am adjacent to is a Psychic type. E2 does not have a secondary type. So I guess that means this is a Psychic type? It would have to be Psychic Ghost to share a type with Giratina, or Psychic Dragon, which neither of them exist in Sinnoh. So this is a Psychic type for sure. They did say there's a Mythical in here. I'm going to wait on that, though. C4 is the only basic Pokemon in this quiz who has the ability to evolve. Does that help? No, it doesn't. D2 is the only rock type. I already got him. The only water type is either in row E or column 5. Boom. There's a water type in here somewhere. Oh, does that mean that's Palkia? Isn't Palkia part water? It's dragon water, right? Okay, that's going to confirm it for me. Okay. The only dark type in this quiz is in column 2. The Pokemon in A3 is a flying type. Dragon flying or flying ghost? Dragon flying or flying ghost? Is there either one in this generation? Ghost flying or dragon flying? That's the type combo we need. Ghost flying or just pure ghost? No, it has to be flying. It has to be flying. Dragon flying I don't think is in the game. I think they only added one dragon type. So ghost flying is probably more likely, but I'm not thinking of anything that would be ghost flying. At least not right now. Doesn't mean that they don't have that in the game. I just don't remember anything. I feel like ghost flying is a really cool type, but I don't know if they've ever done a ghost flying type now that I think about it. But this is me looking through the decks right now to find one. because I know that's the answer. I'm just not going to think of it over the top of my head no matter how many times I try. Oh, missed potential. They could have made Noctowl a ghost flying type, or maybe a dark type or something instead. If I don't see one in here, though, I got to move on. Oh, it's Drifloon. Or Drifblim? It's one of the two. How do I know which one's which? Anything else about A3? It's Drifblim. But which, is it Drifloon or Drifblim? The Pokemon in B3 lives in an alternate dimension. There was something that said about evolutions. I'm looking for it. C4 is the only basic Pokemon in this quiz who has the ability to evolve, which means this is Drifblim. Okay. It would have been Drifloon if that quiz clue wasn't there. That's why it's there. The Pokemon in A2 and A5 are both flying type. The basic forms of A5 and D5 require ancient power to evolve. I need a flying type that requires ancient power to evolve. That, if I'm remembering properly, is Honchkrow, right? That's a Duskstone. Never mind. What about... it's an added evolution. We know that. It's an added evolution. Whatever it is one of the new ones. I know that much, right? So, if you need ancient power to evolve and you're a flying type, you need ancient power to evolve. Is it Lickitung? No, Lickitung is roll out. Is it Togetic? Nope. Is it... Has to be flying. Is it... nope. That wouldn't be eligible. It's not on here. I know Bonsly, I think, evolves when you get Ancient Power. Does Nosepass? But it's not. They're not flying. Oh, is it Gligar? No, it's not Gligar. What is it? Ancient Power to evolve? Is it Munchlax? No, it has to be flying. Has to be flying. I looked at every flying type in the decks. Every last one. Unless this is outdated and it's giving me the current ones and not the old ones. Like for evolutions. Because I know they simplified it, I think, at Gen 8 or 9. Maybe that's what it is. I'm going to look a little longer. Just to make sure I didn't miss any flying types. I know it's not Golbat. Or Gyarados. Yeah. Okay. What Pokemon require ancient power to evolve? Piloswine. Into Mamoswine is the only one, but it's not a flying type. Thanks, Maya. Appreciate it, Maya. Thanks. Thanks. She just let me know how she feels about this quiz, just like I do. Maya. Maya, come here. It's enough. Hey. It's enough. All right. So Mamoswine is Mamoswine is here, and it's a cross-generational evolution. What? What? It's not in the quiz? Did I spell it wrong? I had to have spelled it wrong. Mammo swine. Mammo swine. Game? Is my internet out? No, it's working. What's going on? It's not working. Oh, and Tangrowth also needs it. And so, oh, it's Yon Mega. It's Yon Mega. And then this, it could be Tangrowth. It is Tangrowth because Mamoswine didn't work. It's Tangrowth. Okay. The Pokemon in C1 is the only Psychic type in this quiz. And he is adjacent to a Psychic type. We said that earlier. Maya. The Pokemon in C2 is the only other Bug type. All right. The Pokemon in C2 is known for its infamous cry, Cricketune. Cricketot? No, it's Cricketune. It's Cricketune. Perfect. The Pokemon in C3 is the only Pokemon known to evolve with a Reaper Claw. That is Weavile? Wait. No, because it needs to be Ghost. It's Dusknoir. Or is it Dusclops? Because it says it's the only Pokemon known to evolve with it. It's Dusclops. Okay, I guess it's Dusknoir after all. Unless Dusclops is like that. No, it's Dusknoir. As of Generation 6, A2 and its prior evolutionary forms are the only normal and flying type Pokemon found in Generation 4. A2 and its prior evolutionary forms are the only normal and flying type Pokemon found in Generation 4. So that's Staraptor. C1 is used by both Mars and Jupiter in Platinum. It's a Psychic type used by both Mars and Jupiter. It's probably Bronzong. It's probably Bronzong. Yeah. I think it's Bronzong. Like, the first thing I think of is, like, Purugly or Skuntank. But it has to be Bronzong, right? I don't know. Do I guess? Do I look it up? I don't know. I'm gonna do Bronzong. I'm gonna do Bronzong. Okay, I was right. A2, C3, and C5 are the final evolution of a three-stage line. Okay. C5 here is the final of a three-stage line. That's all I know about C5, though. Is there anything about row C? Column 5, I thought there was some stuff about. The only water type are either row E or column 5. So it's a three-stage line water. It's a three-stage line water because there's no Palkia is a water type already. No, it's not going to work. Okay. Both Mars and Jupiter and Platinum, Bronzong, A2, C3, and C5. I got C3, and I got C5. The Pokemon in C3 is the only Pokemon known to evolve with a Reaper Cloth. One of the Pokemon I'm adjacent to is a Psychic type. E2 does not have a secondary type and is the ace of Crash or Wake. What do we know about Column A? All the Pokemon in Column 4 are normal types. That doesn't help yet. I thought we had something about Column 1, but I don't think we do. All Column 1 are Steel types except A1. Oh, so that would have given me Bronzong for sure. Yeah. There are only 4 Steel types in this quiz. And I'm 1, 2, 3 through. Is Bastiodon the only Steel type left in the Pokedex? Because if he is, he's the answer. If he's the only... No, Lucario's in here. Yeah, Lucario's a Steel type. Okay, so I'm not going to go in my phone and find out Steel types because I have those two I have to break down from anyway. Oh, but you know what? It does have to be... row D has to all be cross-generational evolutions. So it needs to be a steel type that's a cross-generational evolution. Oh. Well, I do have to look that up because I don't think there are. Weavile. Is Weavile a steel type? It's ice. It's dark ice, I think, right? It's not Weavile. Yeah, it's not Weavile. It's not. It's let's look at the decks again. Let's look at the decks again. Maya, everything's okay. It's the heat turning on. And it's not Steelix because that was a Gen 2 edition. What would be given a steel type? What is a steel type that got another evolution in Platinum? It's probably something that's obscure, right? It has to be something obscure. I mean, I'm sitting here looking through a list, and I'll tell you right now, I don't know. Is it Probopass? It's Probopass. That's the only one, right? We didn't get like a Steelion, did we? Oh, it could be Magnezone too. I have to wait. It could be a Magnezone. Okay, so it's either Probopass or Magnezone. So I can't select it yet because I don't know yet. I'm using logic, okay? I'm using logic. The only dark type is in column 2. So this is a dark type. And it has to be... Oh, it's Dark Ghost. It's Spiritomb. Is there a dark... No, there's no dark dragon. It's Spiritomb. C4 and the basic forms of A2, C2, and C5 can all be count on Route 202. Row B is the only one that has Dragon-type Pokemon. That's not true. That does make sense. Yeah. So this is a dragon as well. Well, we knew that already. It's probably Garchomp, but I'm going to wait. No, it doesn't share a type, which means this is not a dragon. What we do know is that Starly, Kricketot, and whatever this is can all be caught on Route 202. Is this Luxray then? No, it also could be Burmy. It's Luxray or it's like Wormadam or something. What is the other thing it evolves into? Mothim. It could be Mothim too. Is C5 a flying type? No. No, I got the flying already. We still don't know what this is. This is either... No, this is Probopass, right? Or it's... I had two options. Magnezone. It's Probopass or Magnezone. And I can't be sure yet, so I have to wait. Pokemon in C2 is known for its Infinite Cry. Except A1, all the Pokemon in Column 1 are Steel type. There are only 4 Steel types total in this quiz. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a dragon. Garchomp is the last dragon in the dex. So Garchomp should be the answer. B4 is the only Pokemon who doesn't share a type with me, but he can't share a type with him. Oh, right. We figured out it wasn't a dragon. That's right. Okay. The Pokemon in A2 and A5. Got them both. The basic forms of A5 and D5 require Ancient Power. Oh, man. Row E is done. The 3 Sinnoh mascots are in Row B. Those are done. There are no Steel types in Column 5. Okay. As a Generation 6, A2 are the only normal flying types in Gen 4. B4 is the only Pokemon that doesn't share a type J that is adjacent with me. So it's not a dragon. The Pokemon in A2 and A5 are both flying types. I got that already. Okay. All the Pokemon in Column 4 are normal, including the Legendary Titan in E4. Normal type. B4 is a normal type. But it could be literally anything. And we've got either Magnezone or Probopass here. We need to find out a way to know that for sure. D3 and E3, the only fire types. I got them both. Now, Togekiss is also in this quiz somewhere. I do need to remember that. So he's not here. Togekiss is in this one or this one. I need to remember that too. The only water type is in is either row E or column 5. There are no grass type Pokemon in row A. So it's not grass. Oh, I guess that was the way to narrow it down from Tangrowth. I would have gotten that. Yeah, I would have gotten that. Anyway, it's all good. Or maybe I did earlier. This is where I get stuck. Because, like, this should be Lucario. Or, sorry, this should be Magnezone or... Oh, wait, are these only 3-stage lines? No, just adjacent to him, which is why Tangrowth counted. So, again, I can't rule out Probopass. I mean, he is a steel... They both are steel types. It doesn't work that way. Yeah. Oh, I didn't want to guess and check. I got this far without guessing and checking. But I don't see any more clues that tell me otherwise. All right, read them all one by one again. I think this should be Luxray. It should be. Did we find out? Because I said Magnezone could go here too. Why was that? Why did I say that? I think I was crazy. I don't think that's the case. This is probably Luxray. Should I take a shot? It's almost guessing and checking though. I mean, you think about that route though. It was Shinx was everywhere in those first couple routes. It could have been a bug though. Give me Luxray. Just do it. It's Luxray. Oh, D5's a grass type. I'm back to square one. Oh, boy. A2, C3, C5. Oh, the 3 evolution line actually would have confirmed Luxray, right? No, it still could have been like Burmy or something. Yeah. The Sinnoh mascots are in row B. There's no steel type Pokemon in column 5. Yep, there is not. So I have to choose Magnezone or Probopass here. And that's the only thing I can do. Did I get C4 yet? It's the only basic Pokemon in this quiz who has the ability to evolve. Interesting. Yeah, I would need more clues. Alright, give me Magnezone. Thank you very much. We got it. We can play the game now. None of the Pokemon in this quiz are playable in Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U and 3DS. Are there any Sinnoh Pokemon that are even playable in the game? No. Lucario. So Lucario is not in the quiz. That was the clue. Lucario is not in the quiz. Okay. Well, that's fine because we got all our steel types, so it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Yeah, Lucario is the only one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we need it. This is a normal type. And we know some things about C4 already. It's a first line Pokemon. And that's all we know. And it's a normal type. It's a normal type that can evolve. Is it Bidoof? I mean, I'm spitballing here, but I'm not thinking of any other normal types. It could be Bidoof. It also could be something like, it couldn't be Chatot. That doesn't evolve. No, wait, does that lock me into Bidoof? I think it does. I don't think there's any other pure normals. I think that locks me into Bidoof. Because Togepi is considered a fairy. Lickitung would not count because it's not a Sinnoh Pokemon. I think I'm locked into Bidoof here for C4. And what do they say about C4? Maya. I can't believe it. I think we're good. I'm still looking through the decks. But I think we're good. I think we can put Bidoof in here. I'm scared, but I think I have to try. Oh, there's Glameow too. Ooh, that changes things. Glameow exists. I have two options between the two of them. Anything else about C4, row C, or column 4? This is tough now. This is really tough now. This is really tough now because I'm going to have to sit here and guess and check. Is there anything about A4 I can maybe do? No, there's like nothing about A4. Yeah, we know B4 is a normal type as well. Not a single thing about A4. Yeah. It's Bidoof or Glameow. I feel like no one would think of Glameow. It's Bidoof. Yeah, it's like who thinks of Glameow as a Pokemon? The Pokemon in C5 is the Ace of Back to square one, guys. Alright, well, when you think about it, the only other normal type in the game that's fully evolved is Purugly at this point, correct? So I can do Purugly. It's not in the game. Are there two R's? Before I guess and check, let me look it up. No, it's not in this. So I guess I couldn't have messed up anyway. So I need a normal type. It could be Lopunny. I didn't even see Lopunny in there earlier until now. Well, then it's Lopunny. Because it has to be a normal type, and it's the only one left. It's not. Are there more? It's not Ambipom. Could be. Why am I stopping on Ambipom? It could be. But I got all the other normal types. I sure did. Ambipom's the only pure normal left. It's not Ambipom. Alright, so it's a normal something type that isn't Ghost or Dragon, which we don't have in the game anyway. So my next guess, I hate that I'm guessing right now. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But I have two clues left and I don't understand how I'm supposed to get them. There's not a single thing about A4 either to make things worse. Not a single one. Is Chatot the last answer I have available? Probably. That's a Sinnoh Pokemon. Alright, are we going to lock in Chatot? Yeah, we are. We're going to lock in Chatot. He's not in there either. What was the mythical Pokemon thing they said? Where's that? Which was the one that said there was a mythical Pokemon in the quiz? Row A. Oh my gosh, a normal type mythical Pokemon is right here. Is that Fion? Is Fion normal or is Fion considered water? If Fiona isn't considered normal, then Arceus is the answer. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Arceus. It has to be Arceus, right? Because it's a normal type legendary. Are there any others? I'm seeing if Fiona is a normal type, but otherwise the answer is Arceus. Why is Arceus not in the dex? I don't know. Where's Arceus? Let me just look up Fione's type. Fione. Fione is a water type Pokemon. Arceus is the answer. The basic form of B4 requires rollout to evolve. This is Licky Licky. Oh, it's Licky Licky. 40 minutes. 1 restart. This one I did much better on, but it still took a ridiculous amount of time. If you made it this far, comment, I hate logic puzzles. I want negativity. Negativity in the comments section. And also, tell Maya she doesn't need to protect me in the comments as well. Okay? We made it. Don't ask me how I did it. I just did it. It was hard. 29 minutes of total quiz time, minus probably another 10 or so on that first try. It was fun, but this is it. Nobody asked me for another logic puzzle. I'm done. This is final. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And I will continue to do quizzes as I find them. And when I'm done finding them, we'll move on to something else. You guys have a great day.